So the first official day of free agency is started today, and it seems so crazy because just last night I live streamed a video talking about why had the Panthers been so inactive with the legal tampering period of free agency already starting. But today, the Panthers have gone crazy, adding multiple pieces to that defense. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we get into that, make sure you guys go ahead and hit the subscribe button because my name is Aaron Duncan here with the Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk. I start off every video by saying, "What up, dude?" And what's going on, man? This is Necessary Bluntness Sports Talk where we talk about the NFL, but in particular, show a little extra love to the Carolina Panthers. So if you want to see more content, like I said, hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, because if you hit the bell icon, you're going to get notification every time I drop a video and when I go live. You don't want to miss the live streams because I have a lot of fun on those. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notifications and give the video a thumbs up too while you're at it. I really appreciate that because it helps my video in the algorithm. It doesn't cost you a thing, player. So I appreciate you guys helping. But hey, real quick, down below in the comments, let me know how you feeling about these moves that the Panthers made, man. Are you feeling a little bit better about Scott Fitterer? We were bashing them yesterday saying, why haven't they done anything? But they've been very active today. So let me know how you feel about all the signings that's been happening. And just for the record, guys, I'm making this video now, and a lot of things could change between now and when I put this video out. So we could be addressing some more positions that we need. So make sure you guys are staying tuned to these videos. And don't judge me for missing any kind of transactions that might have happened before you guys have seen this video. So the big time news today, obviously, is the Panthers get a huge boost. I mean, a huge boost for that defense. And we talked about some players last night that were potential signings. And the first one I want to talk about is Hasaan Reddick, the defensive end / outside linebacker, formerly of the Arizona Cardinals and also formerly of the Temple Owls, a former player. And we knew that he had the university connection that Matt Rhule loves getting his former guys in here. But Hasaan Reddick was actually a pretty coveted free agent in my opinion because he had 12.5 sacks last year in a career year. 5 of them came in one game against the Giants where he pretty much dominated them with 5 sacks and 3 forced fumbles. The thing about him, a lot of people thought that he was going to be a bust, but he's an undersized type of guy. He's 6'1", 235. The Cardinals tried to play him off the ball in space and in coverage. It's not really his strength. They finally lined him up off the edge and let him go get the quarterback, and you see what happens. It just so happened that they didn't believe he could probably do it again. They didn't want to pay him enough money or put him on the franchise tag or give him that 5th-year option. So they let him hit free agency. And, of course, we knew that he was going to have that connection. And with Phil Snow and Matt Rhule, and the Panthers made it happen for a reasonable 1-year prove-it deal for $8 million. Only $6 million of that is guaranteed. This is a great value. And, you got to give credit. I was bashing those guys last night. You got to give credit to Scott Fitterer for doing this. Now you're putting Hasaan Reddick on the opposite side of Brian Burns. 2 guys that can really get after the quarterback with speed off the edge. You got Derek Brown on the inside. Looking like we're going to be leaning more towards the 3-4 defense, more so than the 4-3, or doing a lot more multiple looks. But when you have guys like this, because this is not their strengths, but guys like Hasaan Reddick and Brian Burns can easily drop back into coverage at times when they have to. So you don't have to really take a bunch of guys off the field. You can just move guys around, do different things. Have one guy down in the 3-point stance, one guy down, standing up, rushing the passer. You can do a lot of different looks and leaving the same personnel on the field, which is great because there's some high-powered offenses in this NFC South, and you're going to need to be able to match up with guys and give different looks while keeping the same personnel on the field. So when you keep the same personnel on the field, you don't show your hand about what kind of defense you're calling and stuff because you have a lot of versatility with guys like Hasaan Reddick, Brian Burns, or Jeremy Chin like that who can come down to the box or play deep. So I love this move by getting Hasaan Reddick. We get another guy that can actually get after the quarterback. And now Brian Burns, Hasaan Reddick. It's a lot of speed off the edge, man, a lot of speed, and you love to see it. According to Pro Football Focus, Hasaan Reddick had 56 total pressures, which was enough to be tied for 17th in the league. That's pretty top notch for a guy you're only paying $8 million for. What a steal. It's a prove-it deal, so when the salary cap goes up, he's got a chance to really get a big payday. The bonuses, it sounds good for him because he's playing with guys that he trusts and knows that can use his skills. He was a pass rusher coming off the edge in college. He was just so small at 6'1", 235 that the Cardinals tried to move him around. This guy's a former first-round pick, so the talent is definitely there. So I would love to see him be able to excel in this Phil Snow defense, giving Phil Snow a lot of the pieces that he needs. They already addressed a lot of young pieces in the draft last year, and now they're addressing the defense in free agency, and you love to see it. Shout out to Scott Fitterer, man. The next guy that the Panthers picked up today was Denzel Perryman, linebacker from the LA Chargers, and this guy is a hitter. He is a hitter, a stone cold hitter, my hitter, my hitter. This dude can bring the wood. He's undersized, obviously, at 5'11", but he's out of the U, man. A linebacker out of the U. We haven't had a linebacker like that out of the U since, what, John Beeson, I think, probably. So this is a good big-time pickup. This guy is going to bring that thunder. This allows Jermaine Carter and Shaq Thompson to move out to outside linebacker, and you let Perryman with all his speed and hitting ability be in there. We got some hard hitters, man, between Perryman, Shaq Thompson, Jermaine Carter, and Jeremy Chin. 3 hard-hitting, bone-crushing guys on this defense that will make you feel. This team is, I get it. I said I didn't see the vision last night, and now I'm seeing the vision. You got speed off the edges. You got speed at linebacker. You got hard hitting at linebacker. You got versatility all over this defense. And I'm really getting excited about how this defense can grow and be strong together, because Denzel Perryman, the only knock on him is his ability to stay healthy. He misses a lot of games. Perryman's been in the league for 6 seasons, and he has yet to play a full season just because of health. And you kind of expect that with a guy that's his size, but the way that he plays is just so reckless and so hard hitting that injuries are going to happen when you're not built to be that type of player. So it's crazy because his skill set just really doesn't match his size. He plays a lot bigger and stronger than the measurables say on paper. So that's where some of those injuries come in. However, he may miss some games, but he does not miss many tackles. He only missed 3 tackles all of last season. And this is big for a team like the Carolina Panthers. I think tackling was the biggest issue for them last year, especially with them being young, as the Panthers were 7th in the league in missed tackles with 128 total on the year. So if they can clean those tackles up, led by Perryman, they can take this defense to a whole nother level, just because adding one guy on the edge with Hasan Reddick and another guy at the second level with Perryman, the speed, and the hard hitting is there. Oh my goodness, I'm foaming at the mouth right now, man. Just salivating, Birdman, hand rubbing, whatever you want to call it, man. I'm getting excited about this defense finally. And last but not least, the Panthers signed Morgan Fox, the former defensive lineman for the Los Angeles Rams and former undrafted free agent out of Colorado State. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you, act like I just know exactly who Morgan Fox is, but what I've saw on YouTube with highlights and what I've heard from Jordan Rodriguez, who used to be a writer for the Carolina Panthers but now writes for the LA Rams, she talks about the toughness and the versatility that this guy has and how he can play inside and outside on that defensive line. Look, I told you guys, the Panthers are looking for versatility, and with us losing KK Short and getting rid of Zach Kerr, we bring in a guy who can move up and down that line, because when he played for the Rams, a guy like Aaron Donald moved around too. He played on the edge sometimes, played on the inside, so being able to switch positions is what they do there in LA, and he'll be able to bring that here to Carolina. The good sign about this is, like I said, the Panthers will probably be running a lot more 3-4 type of defense, so having Yetur Gross-Matos at 1-3-4 DN and also Morgan Fox, along with Big Derek Brown in the middle, with Hasaan Reddick and Brian Burns coming off the edge. Man, listen. Hey, we got a lot of pocket passers in this division that may be in trouble this year, because we got speed off the edge, we got toughness and relentlessness on the inside. Morgan Fox, if you just look at his highlights, he is mean. He is mean. When he played for the Rams back when Teddy played for, there's a clip that he pretty much, him and Clay Matthews pretty much suplex Teddy Bridgewater into the ground and destroy him and made him fumble. So luckily for Teddy, they're going to be teammates, at least for now, unless Teddy gets moved around. But Morgan Fox is one of those tough guys that's nasty, man. He's got a mean streak to him. He had a career year with 6 sacks. According to a lot of the Rams fans, they were pretty disappointed that he got away from them. So that's a good sign for us, obviously. So being able to have some attitude and some nastiness on that defensive line, Let's go, man. Let's go ahead and suit it up now. I'm ready to see what this defense can do. All we need now is maybe a corner, which I see they make an address. Scott Fitterer, he said it. We're going to address most of our needs in free agency. That way we can draft best player available. And it's looking like they do that. So expect for us to go after a corner sometime soon. Hey, before you see this video, we could already have signed the corner. I'm just making this video now because I could not wait. I couldn't handle myself. After talking all that trash about them, I had to come on YouTube and give them their credit. I wasn't even planning on dropping a video today, but I'm doing it because I have to give these guys credit. On paper, they're doing what they need to do. They said they weren't going to be active players early in free agency, even though this is really only the first official day of free agency, but they're making these moves. And with some other guys getting cut and some vets out there that we may be able to get for cheap, we may be making some moves. So this is going to change our draft plans and free up some flexibility. Now, A lot of people are skeptical because they think that we're making all these moves, getting guys like this, meaning that we may be trading a Brian Burns or a Shaq or a Jeremy Chin to get Deshaun Watson. And who knows, but regardless, we're looking at the team how it is right now because the Deshaun Watson room is going to keep heating up. And I don't want to put my eggs in one basket and it not happen, and then you ended up looking crazy with pie on your face. So we got to move accordingly and continue to get better no matter what. Now, expect for this draft strategy to be a little bit different. If we don't go after corner in the free agency, we may be able to draft the corner in the top 10 at number 8, depending on what's going on. But I highly think that we'll go after a quarterback because we're quarterback and offensive line pieces away from being a very competitive team, especially with the way this defense is looking. And I'm excited, man. So you guys let me know down below in the comments how you feeling about these signings, how you feeling about Scott Fitterer now. I know we were all skeptical and bashing him yesterday, but we can only go off the news that we have in front of us. So let's go ahead and give them credit where credit is due. But you guys let me know how you feel down below in the comments. I'm Aaron Duncan signing off, though, with the necessary bluntness sports talk. I'll see you next time. Peace.